Hello again, honky tonks. First of all, apologies for not having my gorgeous face on your screen as I promised. But the reason being I'm having problems with my camera phone, which I will get fixed in a jiffy. And I feel like I need to make this point before my video. And that is, I just wish that these soy-addicted woke wankers had this same animosity towards Islamist terrorists and paedophiles in general. Can you just imagine what good they could do if they just channeled their mass hysteria, their frothy-mouthed hate in the right direction? Anyway, that's that. On with the video. So it was the BAFTAs the other night, a time when celebrities all gather, not just to give themselves a pat on the back and an award for acting, but they also use it as an opportunity to virtue signalling and tell everyone else, all us plebs, the ordinary man and woman on the street, how to live our lives, despite the fact that these wealthy, out-of-touch idiots are doing on the contrary. So, of course, the latest fashion trend for these idiots, these woke, progressive, wealthy, out-of-touch, virtue-signalling, condescending, I mean, there aren't enough words to describe these people. The latest fashion trend for them is Ukrainian refugees. Now, can you imagine, folks, you're going through all that in the Ukraine. You've crossed Poland, France, Germany. You've ended up in the UK. You come off the train at King's Cross, and who's there to greet you but Benedict bloody Cumberbatch, one of the top virtue-signalling tossers in the UK. This is the guy who preached about the UK should be taking in more Syrian refugees during that particular crisis. Yet when a handful of them turned up next to his house and pitched up tents, he quickly moved his family away because he feared for their safety. Now, I have spoken, and I know a few of these people who virtue signal all the time, and they've said, yes, we'll take in Ukrainian refugees, but I feel sorry for the Ukrainian refugees going to these people's houses, because these people, they are your typically wealthy, middle-class socialists, and they can do no wrong, yet they've got no problems, no qualms telling you that you're wrong. And I would feel sorry for these poor people who have just been displaced from their war-torn country, ending up in these houses. And I can assure you folks, it'll be like walking on eggshells. Because these people, these virtue-signalling wealthy socialists, they are tetchy as fuck. And when they're done with them, they'll just discard them. They'll find an excuse and discard them. Saying that, there's another side of the coin to taking in a Ukrainian refugee or a whole family. And I'd also like to point out that with the Ukrainian refugees, the difference with the Syrian ones is that you'll be only taking the females, the mothers, the daughters, the kids, the grandmothers. Because all the men, 18 to, I think, 60s, they've all stayed behind to fight for their country. That's the difference between Syrian refugees and the Ukrainian ones. But saying that, the government, whom I don't trust, by the way, they're offering people £350 a month as a golden thank you to look after these poor people. But you think about it. You don't know who they are. You don't know how long they're going to be in your house. And you don't know if you can converse with them. You don't know how to communicate. They don't know how to communicate with you. You certainly don't speak Ukrainian. You have no idea if these people speak English. So it could go very well. You could get the right people. Or it could be a comedy of errors where you learn to live with each other and things go swimmingly well, hunky-dory, tickety-boo. Or it could go dangerously tits up. There are all these things to consider. But that's what the BAFTAs was all about last night, telling ordinary people that they must take in these Ukrainian refugees, because that's what they're doing. And I doubt very much these celebrities will do that. I mean, Gary Lineker finally took in a so-called Syrian refugee, but it took him 4 years, and then he just shouted it from the rooftop, so he got attention for it. And then miraculously, this so-called refugee wrote a letter in perfect English, which Gary Lineker posted on his Twitter page for more attention. Oh, look how virtuous I am, folks. But these people, they're not a fashion accessory. These are people who don't want to leave Ukraine. These people had happy, normal lives with their own families, and now suddenly they're being used as the latest fashion accessory or the latest trend by these idiots, these wealthy woke idiots. And just to give you a taste of what the BAFTAs was all about, just look at this mess.
I'm here for all of the witches.
Whilst hopefully creating an atmosphere that inspires, is inclusive, and values every single member of that family equally. So it's no surprise that Priti Patel, on her debut feature Hostile Environment, found enormous problems, and that her follow-up movie, All Refugees Are Welcome but Some Are More Welcome Than Others, is a complete nightmare. However, I digress.
Luckily, though, in all sign languages, this is the gesture for Putin.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about, folks. That's what these people are like. What the hell was Andy Serkis talking about? It was all scripted because he kept looking down at his little desk about what to say. Even he didn't know what the hell he was talking about. Priti Patel and some movie. I mean, what the hell? But, you know, Ricky Gervais was absolutely right when he hosted the Golden Globes a few years back. And he told these celebrities, nobody wants your advice, nobody wants to listen to you. They don't care what you think. Get up on stage, grab your award, say thank you to whomever, and then fuck off. And that's it. Entertain us. Don't lecture us about politics, Ukrainian refugees, whatever the hell is the latest fashion trend for you idiots. And like Rebel Wilson stood there giving the finger to probably the world's most dangerous paranoid man at the moment, who probably won't hesitate to send assassins to take her out. You think you're safe, celebrities? You're wrong. Not from Putin, you're not. And saying that, you know, for me, the kick in the bollocks is for wealthy people like these to insist or suggest that the poor people, the normal people on the street, have to get up and work every day so they can put food on the table for their families and keep a roof over their heads, take in extra refugees, these displaced Ukrainian people, when the cost of living here in the UK is skyrocketing. I mean, look at the price of fuel. It is nearing the £2 a litre mark. But it's okay for these virtue-signalling wealthy tossers because they can afford it. And also, on top of that, you've got comic relief coming up and children in need. And these wealthy clowns will be on there promoting themselves while asking us to dig a little deeper to give. Now, it's my opinion this country can't keep doing this. The United Kingdom is going to hell in a handcart thanks to really irresponsible socialists. And that's without these wealthy celebrities asking us to take in this extra burden to our own cost. I mean, I don't trust this government, as I said. How long do you think they'll keep paying families 350 quid a month? That'll soon stop. I will bet good money on that. Anyway, that's my video. Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you wish to support my channel, if you like what I do, then by all means you can buy me a beer. The link is down below. Because thanks to the hypocrisy of YouTube and social media here in the West in general, I am demonetized because the idiots who run this shit show of a platform don't like what I say. And what I say is the truth. So they've got the gall to say that Putin's Russia is all about cancel culture and censorship, when in fact they do the same. They're no better. So there we go. Until my next video, please comment, share, subscribe, and Roger Trout.